Hi guys, welcome back to Randomly Random Reactions. Today we are taking a trip down memory lane and watching Obsessed, starring Beyoncé and Idris Elba. I know I have watched the movie before, quite a few number of times, probably when I was about 8, 9 or 10. But here's the thing, I can't seem to remember the plot. The storyline. And so I thought we should take a trip down memory lane today and refresh our memories. Let's get into it.
Y'all ever miss seeing Beyoncé in movies? Well, she too rich to be in mediocre shit now. So we'll just have to recap her with the foreign-ass Idris Elba. After receiving a big promotion at work, Derek and Sharon decide to buy a new house. They tour around their new home and eventually end up having a 30-second quickie on the living room floor. After getting her back broken, Sharon welcomes the movers and instructs them where to place their furniture. She says, to the left, to the left. To the left, to the left. That morning, Derek drives to work. He jumps into a crowded elevator and sees a blonde woman staring at him. It's that one actress who looks like Alice in Resident Evil. It's obvious she wants to jump on his D with her flirtatious, trifling self. The hoe purposely drops the documents she's carrying only to let Derek help her. The two exchange flirtatious looks, but Derek knows better to stop because he's crazy in love with his wife. Derek gets...
I'm sorry, but this narrator is hilarious. I wasn't expecting this sort of narration, but hey, it's helping us, so okay.
Off the elevator and notices that the bimbo follows him. He finds out that the blonde's name is Lisa Sheridan and that she's the new temp worker in his office. He jokes that Derek Charles is an annoying boss, but this only sparks Lisa's curiosity. In a meeting, the Harvey Weinstein men look at Lisa, who purposefully shows her best assets. Lisa starts to stalk Derek on the internet, but this what I do on a normal Tuesday.
So wait, this secretary, Lisa, literally came in with a target. Like, she came in with her target on him. Because it feels like from the start, she was in to get him, She was in to come take him. She was in to come get all of his attention. Because you can't tell me you just met someone and you're already trying to be so, seduce the person in the elevator, and then you just start stalking the person on the internet. Oh, let's continue watching. I literally don't remember any of this as being part of the plot. So I'm thankful to be watching this movie recap.
The next day, Derek arrives at the office and notices that his assistant is out. Lisa sits at the assistant's desk instead, who says his assistant had stomach flu and she's taking over. She does the job really well, making his coffee the way he likes it, black, not a flat white. Later, Lisa even listens to Derek's personal calls. That night, when the couple is having their romantic moment...
Wait, can people do that? She listens to his personal calls? Like, are secretaries allowed to do that? Are assistants allowed to do that? Is that ethical? Or is this part of her stalkerish behavior?
Sharon asks Derek why he didn't answer her call. Derek tells her that the new girl must have gotten the name wrong. Hence, a misunderstanding. Sharon cringes at the fact that her husband has hired a female assistant. She reminds him of their agreement never to hire female assistants as they impose great marriage threats. Derek assures her that it's just...
Girl. He didn't hire her. She's just a temp. His real assistant called in with a stomach flu or whatever. She's literally doing him a favor. I guess. And anyway, with this thing of not letting your significant other have an assistant of the opposite sex, what do you guys think of it? I don't know. I just feel like if the person is efficient, the person is efficient, But yeah, there are some things that you have your assistant do that are sort of private, and maybe you need like the same gender to feel comfortable disclosing that sort of information to, or I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I feel that if the person is efficient, the person is efficient, you know? And so, yeah. But maybe I'm not thinking of certain things, so if you have a different opinion, let me know in the comments.
A plain-looking temp girl who will be out as soon as his assistant returns to work. The next day upon meeting Sharon realizes that ain't no plain-looking girl. Lisa compliments the baby saying he handsome, just like his dad. Girl, we finna slap your ass to protect our girl's family. The following week, Derek is relieved to see his assistant Patrick, but quickly frowns at the sight of Lisa. He wonders why Lisa is still at the office. As it turns out, Lisa is now Patrick's assistant. The two gossip like two queens, and Lisa hopes to get more info out of Patrick. Later, Derek finds Lisa in the pantry room sobbing. He asks why she is crying, and she tells him about a bunch of personal dating stuff. She admits she's jealous of Sharon and her life. He comforts her by saying that she's a lovely and beautiful person, and if he were single, he'd date her.
See, man, that is your first mistake. Don't try to comfort people by putting yourself in the equation, because you give them the wrong impression. And why do I feel like this is a setup? Why do I feel like she set him up with this whole crying about her personal life thing? To get his attention, you know? I don't know if that whole thing feels like it's intentional, you know?
Boy, you finna get your ass in trouble. Ben sees them together and obviously creates a wild scenario in his head. Ben compliments Lisa's badonkadonk, even though he's married. Ben tells Derek that he should explore Lisa. At his desk, Lisa leaves him a burned CD. If y'all don't know...
See, these are the kind of friends you shouldn't entertain. The kind of co-workers and all that you shouldn't entertain. That is like the devil on your shoulder, trying to tell you things you should do that you know are bad for you.
That is, y'all just a fetus. They exchange flirtatious messages on an AM-looking program. Eventually, he attends the company party alone. He leaves Sharon at home as spouses aren't allowed at the party. Lisa approaches him at the bar, and he compliments her. The two eat and drink together before heading to the main party. Derek dances with a fugly woman, so it's okay. However...
Wait, what? Since when are spouses not allowed at Christmas, like end of year parties at workplaces? I'm confused. Isn't that like the time when spouses and children are allowed to, you know, get a feel of what you do, meet your co-workers, all of that stuff, where they award employees and all that? I mean, from my experience, in places where I've worked, spouses were allowed to, you know, bring their significant others for the Christmas event, the end of year parties especially. You know, I mean, throughout the year, of course, for office retreats and all of that, spouses are not allowed and all of that. But for the Christmas party at the end of the year, that was like non-negotiable, you know? Huh? What a strange workplace. What a strange place to work anyway. Yeah, like in places where I worked, I saw people bring their wives and their husbands and their children for Christmas event. In fact, the company actually provided for them, like planned the event around families, planned activities around the families, you know? Whatever.
The trifling flat ass swoops in. The two end up under the mistletoe and Lisa tries to get a kiss, but he walks away to the bathroom. Lisa follows him and pushes him into a stall. Lisa tries to seduce Derek by wiggling her ass as if she has tapeworms coming out her rectum.
That's narrator.
Derek continually tells her to stop.
This is like a devil that has just been pushed into your life, you know? Like she wants to get what she knows she can't have. You know this man is married. Like she has no shame. You can tell that she's those people that have nothing to lose and so whatever. Whew. Weird.
but she don't listen. Yeah, that's called assault. Derek rejects her and leaves her in the men's room. The next day, it's awkward AF between the two. After work, Derek gets in his car only for Lisa to ambush him to apologize. Derek remains loyal, so this non-seasoned chicken reveals what's underneath her trench coat. She tries to seduce Derek, but he says to get out of his car. The girl in her Delulu era until Derek screams at her to get out. When he gets home, Sharon is devastated that her sister's husband cheated and hopes she doesn't become a single lady like Solange. Derek assures her,
trust me, guys, I don't think they were referring to Solange. The narrator is just being hilarious for your information. If this is the first time you're watching the movie. But yeah, this Lisa woman is just like a creep, you know? Entering his car to try to seduce him. Like, she came in purposely to break his family. You've met his wife, right? You've met his child. For God's sake. These are the sort of women that find their value in the attention of men, you know? And so, like, these are the women that never get rejected by men. And so once they meet one man that rejects them, they see him as some sort of challenge they need to overcome or they need to subdue, you know? She's literally pathetic. Like, I actually feel pity for her. I literally feel pity for this Lisa woman. You can tell that her self-esteem and her sense of value are found in the wrong things, and she's basically lost. She's basically lost, trying to find love in things and in people that don't care about her. Trying to find love in the wrong places. I wouldn't even use the word love. I feel like love is an overstretch. Like lust. She's just lustful and lusting over this man. She just wants to conquer a challenge. That's what it is to her, a game. She just wants to conquer a challenge. I don't know if the right word is, if she's a psychopath or sociopath. Right now, I forget what they both mean and they are different. But she's literally a lunatic. She's a lunatic. I feel so pity for her.
It would never be her. However, Derek doesn't tell Sharon what happened with Lisa. That's what some might call a beautiful liar. Derek confides in Ben and...
This narrator you realize he keeps punching in titles of Beyoncé songs. Oh, he said it's such a beautiful liar. You know, that was his first mistake. Not telling his wife what was going on. Because if he had told her from the start, I get that he was quite apprehensive because already when she found out that he had a female assistant for a day or whatever, she was quite, like, she wasn't having it. But, you know, it's better to save yourself than to dig more ditches for yourself. And this is what he's doing here. By not coming clean to his wife, by not telling his wife what is going on, that he's literally being harassed by a female in his office. You know? Because that is how you build trust, and that is how, if something comes up, your wife can stand by your side and trust that, okay, he came to me when certain things happened, so I know what is really going on. But yeah, it will be quite difficult for her to have your back if anything happens now. Because you are literally lying to her. Sometimes not saying what is going on, or not telling the truth. You know, like, not exposing what is happening is literally lying. You know, sometimes silence is actually you lying. And I don't want to hear anyone saying, oh, he's trying to protect her or trying to protect her heart. No. This woman looks like somebody who can take it, who can, you know, who will even help him devise a plan, you know, to get this devil out of their lives. If she had told him the truth from the start. Let's continue.
Tells him what Lisa did. Ben advises him that he should be careful as Lisa seems like a dangerous woman. Derek goes to see the HR manager and finds out that Lisa has already resigned. He breathes a sigh of relief and thinks that everything...
I'm sorry. Ben, his friend, who was first telling him to pursue Lisa, is now telling him to be careful of Lisa. I suspect that Lisa rejected Ben. I mean, that is just what my intuition is telling me, that he tried to raise her up. His friend Ben tried to raise the devil Lisa up, and she flat out rejected him. And so now his ego is busted. And so that is just why he's telling Derek now to be careful of Lisa, when at first he was trying to convince Derek to pursue Lisa, to cheat on his wife, literally.
It's fine now that Lisa's gone. After a New Year's Eve party, the couple arrives home to find an email notification from Lisa. When Derek opens the email, he sees mid-photos of Lisa. He panics and replies, "Leave me alone? See, this is why I don't mess with mayonnaise people." Later, Derek packs for a work retreat. Sharon helps him and reminds her husband not to attend any Diddy parties.
Sort of racist.
Her husband complies and assures his wife that there is nothing to worry about. At the retreat party...
I'm sorry, did he call the white woman mayonnaise? Did he refer to Lisa as mayonnaise? What? So, let's continue.
Tris hands Derek a glass of wine and tells him it's from the woman at the bar. Derek sees a partial figure of a blonde woman and definitely recognizes that back anywhere. She approaches Derek acting as delulu as ever, saying she quit her job so they can be together. While Derek looks away, Lisa drops a pill in his drink. When he heads to his room, he starts to really feel it.
Yeah, I remember
On
this
his bed,
part.
Derek knows that Lisa is taking advantage of him, but he can't do anything because of the drugs.
Oh no.
That morning, he wakes up late and misses his 9 a.m. meeting.
Oh no.
He jumps out of bed and quickly prepares to attend the meeting.
This is not
He
good.
manages to arrive at the middle of the meeting, but is too hungover to focus. Later that day, a hotel employee tells Derek that his wife is waiting in the lobby. Derek excuses himself and hurriedly goes down to meet Sharon. But it's not Sharon in the lobby. It's the freaking mental Lisa. Derek starts to get angry and argues with her. Lisa goes crazy and wonders why Derek is acting like a stranger.
Crazy.
Lisa seems to be in a delusion of grandeur state, as she believes that Derek has feelings for her because of the compliments he gave her.
Delusional.
She promises to reveal her truth to his co-workers, so Derek grabs her and tells the hoe off. Ben wonders if everything is okay.
This woman is annoying. Oh my God. I wish I could punch her face. I'm sorry, guys. I don't support violence, but she is annoying. Keep showing up when you are not wanted. Like, get the message. Get the message, girl. Like, get the message into your thick scalp. The man don't want you. He does not want you. What? Don't let a man tell you twice that he doesn't want you. You're literally desperate. You're crazy. Is anyone else getting heated and annoyed? Because this woman, oh gosh.
And our homeboy just looking like he really effed. After such an exhausting day being drugged, graped, and stuck in a boring meeting, Derek retreats to his
literally
room
he was
and
graped.
sees Lisa on the bed. How this hoe get a spare key? Derek sees that she has overdosed and quickly calls 911. The ambulance arrives at the hotel and creates a nasty conclusion of cheating and affair. Sharon calls Ben to check up on her husband, as Derek wasn't answering his phone. Ben tells Sharon to talk to Derek instead, and that he is in the hospital. Sharon freaks out and immediately drives out to see Derek. Sharon arrives at the hospital.
One thing do I remember about this movie is that Beyonce's acting aside from the fight scenes, I remember I and my siblings were like, we don't know what is going on here. Let's continue watching. We're going to see more of Beyonce now, I guess.
And kisses Derek out of relief. Before Derek can tell Sharon what happened, the detective arrives and reveals the nasty incident. Sharon wonders what a naked Lisa was doing in Derek's hotel room. Sharon concludes that Derek is having an affair with Lisa, which he denies. He tries to pacify his wife and tells her the truth. Back at their house, Sharon is done with Derek. Sharon doesn't believe him and questions why he did.
This reddish hair color on Beyonce looks quite good. Right? Am I the only one? I don't know. She looks cute. But yeah, this is where everything unfolds. I told you guys, because he didn't tell his wife the first time things started happening. Now look, her trust for him is sort of gone. And he now has to work to reestablish her trust.
Tell her anything. Sharon breaks down and tells Derek to leave the house and take everything he owned in the box to the left. Lisa finally wakes up in the hospital and is greeted by the detective. Lisa asks for Derek and tells the detective about their supposed plans together and how Derek's marriage was over. The detective looks at Lisa in a skeptical manner and suspects that there is something wrong with her, especially when Lisa shows her the bouquet of flowers that Derek allegedly sent. Joe says this is really bad for the company, but Derek says there really is nothing to worry about because he didn't do anything. Joe says he bets Derek wish he had broken Lisa's back with all the trouble it has caused him. Joe is literally giving Harvey Weinstein vibes. The detective interrupts their meeting and wonders about Derek's relationship with Lisa. The detective shows Lisa's journal entries, and it has fake things. Luckily, Lisa's sister has picked up Lisa, and she's now out of town. But we know the director can't end the movie with only an hour runtime.
She's crazy.
Months have passed, and Sharon still hasn't forgiven Derek. They split time with their child. We catch glimpses of Sharon smiling as she sees the foin-ass Derek. His broad shoulders got her weak. Derek asks for forgiveness over dinner, and luckily, Sharon gives in because she's tired of being an independent woman. While the couple is reconnecting, Lisa visits their house and tricks the dumbass babysitter into thinking that she's a friend of Sharon's. She kidnaps their baby while the sitter is busy with her BlackBerry.
Oh my goodness.
Meanwhile, Sharon is willing to work on their relationship because she don't come from a divorced family, and Derek is willing to do anything to get back together. So she says,
I get it now. I'm remembering bits and pieces now. So that is why Beyoncé went all out and fought. Because I remember watching it, I'm like, wow, you're fighting with another woman this much over a girl? Over a man. But she was literally actually fighting for her baby, and maybe her marriage came second. But yeah, she was literally fighting Lisa that much because Lisa took her baby. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if I'm remembering correctly.
He wants the Benz. Derek and Sharon arrive and the babysitter says their friend was just here. The couple realizes the babysitter is dumb as flu, so they rush upstairs only to find their baby's gone. Derek rushes to his car to chase after her, only to find out that his baby is inside with a huge red kiss mark on his forehead. Derek and Sharon bring their baby to the hospital. Unfortunately, Lisa didn't hurt the poor child.
Okay, so I was wrong.
Sharon tells the detective that they better do something about Lisa or she finna throw hands. Derek installs a security system in their house to avoid such things from happening again. Sharon calls Lisa and leaves a message saying Lisa picked the wrong one to mess with. Weeks later, Lisa calls Derek's sassy assistant and manages to squeeze out information about Derek's whereabouts. Because the poor Patrick got rejected on Grindr, he divulges...
This assistant shouldn't be an assistant. Shouldn't an assistant come with like a confidentiality clause? Like, doesn't his employment come with a confidentiality clause or like an NDA or something? Why is he divulging so much information to literally a complete stranger, someone who worked with them just for about a few weeks? I don't care if the person asking for information is your friend, whatever. You have a duty to your boss first, who you are assisting. Like, I've been an assistant before, and this just goes against code of, like, ethics and conduct for assistants. Like, what? Why would someone just call you and ask Derek's whereabouts and you're ready to just divulge that information? Huh? What? And here's the thing. I want you guys to comment. Throughout the movie, what do you think of Idris Elba and Beyonce's chemistry? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, throughout the movie, what do you think of their chemistry? Do they have chemistry or not?
Way too much information. The obsessed Lisa sneaks inside the couple's house and loiters around in Sharon's clothes, but the butt area is ill-fitting for some reason. Sharon realizes she forgot to set the alarm, so she heads back home. As she's setting the alarm, she hears Lisa opening a champagne bottle upstairs. The hoe is creating a romantic moment for herself on the bed. Sharon has had enough and tells the trifling ass off, saying she's delusional. Sharon wants to call the cops.
Wow, like, imagine someone just coming into your life and just taking over it. I would fight too. Like what? Like they were just existing. Think about it. This couple just got a great opportunity. Her husband got a new work opportunity. They moved. They were just literally living their lives. They just had a baby, trying to get back to, their lives, trying to learn more about parenthood. And then this crazy person just comes into your life, just takes over your life, starts harassing your husband, tries to steal your child, grapes your husband, comes into your home, wears your clothes, sleeps on your bed. I would have beat her up too. Seriously, I would have beat her up too. I would have beat her up merciless too. What? You're a devil. Just leave us alone. Get out of our home. Get out of our lives. We don't want you. We don't want to see you.
But the hoe grabs Sharon, and Sharon pushes her away. The two begin to fight. Derek calls the house, and Lisa picks up the call, so Sharon uses this distraction to headbutt the girl. Then tells her husband that she's busy right now. Because Lisa has never lived in the hood, she gets the ass beating of her life. As Sharon drags her ass, literally and metaphorically, Lisa manages to escape, kicking Sharon down the stairs. Sharon ends up following Lisa into the attic. Sharon backs up along a strip of wood, taunting Lisa to come and get her. Lisa swings and Sharon drags her onto a weak portion of flooring, and the gardening tool falls through. Sharon suddenly has a change of heart and grabs Lisa's hand and tries to pull her up. But in return, psychotic Lisa tries to pull her down.
Don't try it.
But Sharon manages to pry the slimy, ashy stank off. Lisa falls down, grabbing onto the chandelier. This is where Sia got the song idea from. Eventually, Lisa falls, and she's still alive, however. The chandelier falls, smashing into her.
These crazy people, they don't also die easily. They don't die easily. Like those wicked people in life, they live long. I don't know if anyone has realized. It's like the good people die early, die quite early, and the wicked people stay winning for a long time, like stay alive, stay living for a long time. And they're able to torment people for a very long time. But honestly, I feel like that fight scene will go down in history. Whenever I remember that fight scene, it sort of reminds me of Beyonce's music video, Ring the Alarm. The way she was so gingered up, ready to fight any woman who was trying to take her man, trying to take her house. I feel like she got that idea. I don't know if this movie was made before or after that song, but probably she was somewhat inspired by this storyline. Because that fighting was iconic. It was iconic. Yeah. I remember that was the part that they were using to sort of sell the movie a lot. In terms of the trailer and all of that. Like Beyonce fighting this woman. Oh, okay.
Film ends with Lisa dead and the couple fixing their marriage. What did y'all think of this one? Definitely gave me Tubi/Tyler Perry vibes. Mm-hmm. But having Idris Elba and Beyoncé on the screen together made my kitty purr extra hard. Subscribe to watch more videos like that.
Ew. Anyway. Guys, what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment. Okay, so now my memory is boosted. I sort of remember the storyline. Thankful to this recap. Guys, sorry about that. They are swearing in a new president today, in my country today, and people are going crazy. Anyway. This movie was a roller coaster. Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed refreshing your memory with me, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.